What's going on, everybody? It's MrAGeezie bringing you another Pokemon X and Y battle, this time against Chelsea. If you guys haven't done so already, click that subscribe button and like, and share this video with everybody. Alright, so Chelsea's running in with Houndoom, Lany, Swampert, Kabutops, Articuno, and Moltres. I'm running with Mawile, Goodra, Umbreon, Rotom Wash, Arcanine, and Talonflame. Let's see how this battle turns out with Chelsea here. Alright, so coming in here with Chelsea, Chelsea is issuing a challenge. Chelsea sends out Moltres to begin. So we're sitting here looking at Moltres. I'm going to go ahead and send out Mawile to begin here. And Moltres got that pressure going. I'm obviously at a disadvantage already. Get that Intimidate off. I'm going to go ahead and say, you know what, we're not going to do this. We're going to go ahead and switch out my Mawile here. We're going to send out Rotom Wash. Figured he was going to go for like a fire attack. I'm going to be able to take that pretty well. Sure enough, there's the flamethrower. It's not very effective. I get my lefties in here. Rotom Wash is probably the hero here because he's up against Moltres and I can attack him with Confuse Ray? Yeah, that's right. I decided to run Confuse Ray on him. I figured maybe he'll attack himself. Maybe, just maybe it'll help out. So Moltres is confused, and sure enough, Moltres attacks himself. Alright, so I decided to go ahead and get these lefties recovery. I don't decide. I have lefties recovery. And I say, okay, you know what? Let's try this. We're going to go ahead and run this Hydro Pump and hope that it takes out Moltres. Sure enough, it does. It's super effective. It's enough to take out Moltres. I figured Moltres might be specially defensive, so it might be able to take that out. Might be able to survive a Hydro Pump, but luckily for me, it didn't. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and send out Swampert. Swampert is who Chelsea brings in. I'm going to go ahead and run a Confuse Ray on Swampert, hoping that I get some good damage. Now, I'm not exactly sure why she sent out Swampert, maybe thinking that I would get confused that lightning attacks doesn't affect him. But it does some decent damage there because she gets confused and attacks herself. So yeah, if Swampert for some reason had Focus Sash or something, it's not going to matter. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and run Will-O-Wisp. It's going to go ahead and give the burn to Swampert. So now he's burned and confused. Swampert gets Muddy Water off, which lowers my accuracy, and it does a pretty good amount of damage. It's not very effective because it's a water attack, but my accuracy falls, and that's critical too. Well, it gets the Shell Bell damage here, or Shell Bell recovery. Luckily for me, I get my lefties recovery, and I'm sitting here thinking, why would they send out Swampert? And I figure, okay, well, we're just going to go for the Hydro Pump. Now, this is a very interesting strategy which you'll see her use. So I take out Swampert down really low. She's going to go ahead and run another Muddy Water. It doesn't do that much, but once again, it's going to go ahead and get Shell Bell damage on Swampert. Swampert recovers, but also it doesn't drop my accuracy this time. Thank goodness. I'm going to go ahead and get leftovers. She's going to get the burn. Now she's close to the edge here on dying. And I go ahead and get a Confused Ray. I should have just knocked it out. But then she runs this. She totally did not think this would happen, but this is actually a very good strategy. Swampert decides to run Endeavor. Oh my goodness, Endeavor does a lot of damage. Now with Shell Bell, that's going to heal Swampert up. Not going to do a lot, but it's something, you know, keeps Swampert alive. I get a little recovery with leftovers, and Swampert survives with a little bit of health with that Shell Bell. I'm going to run Hydro Pump. I figure, hey, might as well just take it out. Luckily for me, it doesn't mess, and Swampert goes down and out. Oh man, get this lefties recovery. Now I'm up to 33 health, and in comes Snow Bunny, which is Lopunny. Lopunny can be used really well and not so well sometimes. So this is a shiny Lopunny, looks absolutely epic. It's going to go ahead and run Frost Punch. I'm sitting here not sure why, because I can survive a Frost Punch. I get this Confuse Ray off, that way I can go ahead and possibly get Lopunny out of there. Now here's where things do not go well for Lopunny. Okay. So we saw how much Ice Punch did. Here comes a confused Lopunny who gets an Ice Punch off. Take a look at how much damage it does. Drops me from 27 to 7, does about 20 damage, and it freezes me. Oh no! Well, luckily for me, I thaw out because I used Will-O-Wisp this turn. So I get the burn damage here on Lopunny, and we know what's coming. I'm going to go ahead and get my lefties recovery. So that's going to go ahead and take me up to, what, 16. Now, if Ice Punch does 20 damage, obviously it's going to take me out. But remember, since Lopunny is burned, it's going to cut the attack in half. So here comes an Ice Punch. it takes me down 10. I have 6 HP left. I'm going to run this Hydro Pump again. Lany takes it to the face. Luckily for her, Lany is still in there. I get recoveries. I'm up to 15 now. So I'm going down by 1 just a little bit. I might get a high roll. I don't know. Lany gets burned and snaps out of confusion. Runs another Ice Punch. I'm wondering if she's locked. I'm down to 4 HP. It's not very effective. I run another Hydro Pump. Maybe a misclick. I don't know. I take out Snow Bunny. It's a crit. Definitely didn't need that crit, but it turned out okay. Then I go ahead and get this Lefty's recovery. Thank goodness. I'm up to now, what, 13? So, easily, I shouldn't be there. Kabutops comes in here. I run Confuse Ray on Kabutops. You know, what do I have to lose, you know? All of this now is just extra for me. Because certainly did not expect Rotom to survive this long. Kabutops is in, and Kabutops smacks itself. Wow. Hurts itself in confusion. I get a little more Lefty's recovery. I figure, hey, might as well just try. So I'm up to 22. I decide to run Will-O-Wisp. Blade avoids the attack and is confused. And at this point, Blade uses Mega Drain, which is a grass attack. Definitely takes me out. And it's super effective. And I'm done and out with my Rotom, who did a great job. Survived way longer than he probably should have, but I will gladly take it. So I figure, okay, let's go ahead and send in Goodra. My Goodra is in against this confused Kabutops. Blade is confused and runs Aqua Jet. I'm not exactly sure why. It's a physical attack, but it's a physical priority attack, but I don't know why she ran that. I'm going to go ahead and run a Thunderbolt. That's going to go ahead and take out Blade. It's super effective. Blade is done and out, but Kabutops looks absolutely amazing. In comes Articuno. Okay, a flying ice type. You know what? I may be weak to ice, but you know what? Let's go ahead and run another Thunderbolt. In comes a Thunderbolt. Does half damage to Articuno. Articuno runs Toxic. Now I'm sitting here thinking, wow, a Toxic Stall Articuno possibly. So sure enough, here comes the Lefty's recovery on Articuno. And I get this little poison damage, and sure enough, it's exactly what I thought. A Toxic Stall Articuno. Articuno runs Protect, and I'm sitting here thinking, is she really going to do this? She sure is. I run Thunderbolt, but it doesn't affect it because she's protected. Gets a little bit more health with Lefties. Now my attack's going to hit this time, almost no matter what. So I'll go ahead and run Thunderbolt here on this Articuno. It's going to do a lot of damage, but not enough to take out Articuno. Articuno runs Ice Beam because it's a free attack, really. Ice Beam does quite a bit. It's super effective. And Articuno gets these Lefties. So we know what's going to happen next. Articuno's probably going to run Protect. This poison damage hurts me. I'm down to 36. I'm not really going to survive another turn, so I'm going to go ahead and bring out my Goodra just in case I need him. Maybe for Death Fodder or something. I'm going to send in Mawile. I figure Articuno's going to go ahead and run Protect. I drop the attack, not that it matters. And sure enough, here comes Protect Articuno. It's going to fail because, yeah, I didn't run an attack. So I figure, okay, we're going to go ahead and Mega Evolve the Mawile here and totally take out this Articuno because it's going to run Ice Beam or something. I'm going to Sucker Punch here. But what's this? Articuno gets a double Protect off. Oh man, double Protect. I'm going to go ahead and run Sucker Punch. It's not going to work. Now I know Mawile is there, drop the attack. I know that Articuno is going to have to attack at some point. Articuno runs Roost though. I'm like, why? Oh great, what am I going to do? Because he can't run Toxic Stall on me. So I figure, okay, we're going to run this Rock Slide on you. And Rock Slide does heavy damage to Articuno and takes out Articuno. So super effective. Articuno faints and is done. Alright, so next comes Houndoom. Oh my word. Houndoom, Fire type. It's probably going to hurt. Doesn't help that she goes to Mega Houndoom. So now I'm sitting here shaking in my boots. And sure enough, what happens here? Houndoom uses Flamethrower. Oh no! What's this? I hang on with 23 health. I run this Play Rough, and it is just enough to take out Houndoom. Actually, it's really good on Houndoom. Houndoom's done, and I defeat Chelsea with a very critical, close battle. So guys, good battle with Chelsea. Go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, and share this video with everybody you know. Alright guys, take care. Have a great one.